Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne and Servant of Humanity. I hope you all are doing very well. I am tired, per usual. It's the end of the week, so I figured we do something different, and then you just hang out and chill. Have a good time. How does that sound? I hope everyone has had a good week. Imagine having energy. I mean, however, not sometimes I have a little bit more energy, but not today. I was pretty worn out today. I'm not entirely sure why. It wasn't like it was a difficult day, just really worn out. Yes, it has been a long week. There's been a lot going on. Yeah. Have I thought about gamer subs? You're right, good point. That's not very good advertising. I will say, I have to double check it because I'm so behind. They actually have gamer subs right now. They have a really good deal. Pardon me, excuse me, going on. Where, let's see, where is it? How long does it last? Basically, if you buy one tub, if you buy at least one tub, you get extra fun goodies for free. Christmas in July. Here, I'm just gonna post it in the server. I looked at it and I was like, oh, I should post this, and then I was so busy and I didn't post it. I'm such a good sponsor. I'm so good at partnerships. That's in general. We want announcements. One second. The new skitter is great. This isn't new. This isn't a new skitter. This is an old skitter. Classic Terran-born skitter. I did see the new skitter. Yes, I did see that. One second. I'm trying to think, and I cannot think when I look at you guys. Hang on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ba-da-bop. Bop. I might have misspelled some things, but you're just gonna have to live with it. Yay! Alright. I sent it. I don't know if it just goes for today, because I can't read. Let's see. What would it say about it ending? Maybe it's just today, because it's the 25th? Yeah. Maybe it ends today. I don't know. I'll look at the group chat I'm in. What is see? No, it actually doesn't say when it ends. There's fine print, though. You should read that. If you're not sure, read the fine print. Because I don't know when exactly it ends. There's also there's certain items that are limited. So, just a heads up. Hey, Scuba Steve, thank you so much for the 8 months of support. Now, a lot of you are wondering. You're like, Aurelia, I didn't know you were into stained glass art. Like, yeah, I actually didn't know too much about it, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I thought, oh man, like, I always thought it was cool. And I discovered something that I thought was pretty neat. Let's do this. Okay. I'm getting it ready for the screen. So, I've had this idea for a long time. When I first started streaming, I had a PC, pretty like standard PC, but it had a glass side to it. I didn't have any lights in the PC or anything, and I was like, you know what, it'd be really cool. I want stained glass Warhammer art on the side of my PC. Like, that would be really cool, something I can do in the future, probably of like Sanguinius. Because I love Sanguinius, and I thought, ah man, that would look really cool. And so I've thought about it, and I was like, I'll wait till things get better, and then, you know, I can use money towards that. Well, I discovered that there is an easier way to do stained glass art. Because initially I was just gonna get someone, I was gonna hire someone and commission like a stained glass piece, and then just print it on a vinyl, stick it on a PC, slap some lights inside, call it good. Well, I recently found out there's an easier way to make stained glass art, and I will show you. One second. So this is something I did, it was a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, just for like the fun of it. So this here is not your typical stained glass. Usually you take the glass that's pre-stained in colors and you cut it out. But this here is something I did with the stuff that I found at the craft store. These are basically like a liquid that you can put on a page, and it's like transparent, so I don't know how well you guys will get to see it, but you can see my hand goes behind it, so it dries transparent. These are all my color swatches. So I was like, well, this is fun and a lot less expensive than buying and learning how to cut glass and solder and do all of those things. And thank you, Professor Keen. Thank you. I did not put lotion on them today, so I'm glad you like my hands. So we're not really painting glass. This is a plexiglass. But I will show you what we are doing. So I would not come here and do this if I did not have art, Warhammer art. Now, some of you remember I did a subathon back in October. I called it Vampire Week, and it was all about Sanguinius, and it was just goofy and silly. And I had an art piece that if you gave over a certain amount of subs, you got to have it, use it as like a phone wallpaper. Well, part of that wallpaper has a stained glass window of Sanguinius. So I'll show you guys. I believe this is what it looked like, mostly rendered. There you go. Look at that, very nice. Jay did such a great job. Can we put the J thing in there, please? Can we put the J link in there? Thank you, Too Bright. So there was this, and he gave me like a simplified version, which looks like this one, right? This. It's a little more flat, less rendering to it. But basically, what I went ahead and did by myself, and let me... I went ahead and I traced it. Why do I feel like we're closer and closer to a Sanguinius Docky? Maybe. I did a little bit of farming off stream. Don't worry, guys. I'm just gonna mine for a little bit. So this is what I have been doing. All I did was I have no scale. I traced this. I got Jay's permission to do this. And so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna color it in, because I wanted to do that with you guys. This was tedious as heck. I would not recommend doing this. This took forever. So there's like two different things. They have a leading, which basically lets you do all the lines. And then you have the colors. And the colors are going to be way more fun. I don't know how much of this we'll get to. Like, how much we'll get through, but this is what I'm going to put in front of my PC, and my hope and goal is, because I got a big piece, I have half of it here, is that I want to get one of me and also put on in front of my PC with the beautiful lights. Inking or normal paint? No, this thing. Gallery glass. It's like Mod Podge, if any of you know what that is. It's a kind of a female thing, if we're being honest, with probably color in it. Sorry, all the colors are off camera. I hid them. Ooh, the orange keeps... Colors. Colors. I have other colors, but I just got this one. Wedding dress Aurelia next to Sanguinius? Probably not. Probably gonna do my armor, because I feel like that's more of a vibe. Oh, and because we're gonna have such a chill, lovely time, let's turn off my background music. I have picked other music for us to listen to. Make sure it's not too loud. I'm listening to this too, so you let me know if it's ever too loud, or we're just gonna chill. How does it sound? Move my water over here. Yeah, I didn't know how much Mod Podge was used for minis. It's more of like a other crafting situation. Where's the dew? I had a lot of caffeine earlier today. I don't need any more right now. It was at the point today where I was like, man, I should have more caffeine. And I was like, no, you know what you need? You need a nap. And so I did take a nap, but it was like right before stream. So I don't always fall asleep because I'm thinking about stream. So this is what we'll be doing today. So pull out your minis. Work on whatever you want to work on. I'm going to put up the stained glass picture in the corner so people can see what the plan is. So there are some things I will say I'm not gonna do. It's like, for example, there's a lot of red panels and like cracked panels that are supposed to be here. I don't think I'm gonna do all of this in red. I haven't decided exactly on the color scheme yet, but we're getting there. I will decide eventually, but we're at least gonna do Sanguinius. Heh, already done it. Anyways, we're just gonna color in Sanguinius today because I have all those colors, and what I do here I think might depend on what I do when I get mine done. So that's the plan. So we're just gonna chill, relax, feel free to ask me any questions. I'll explain to you the process as we go through it, because there will be some moments. Oh, where's my colors? Are they here? Okay. I need to reference this because I got some yellows yesterday. So this takes 24 hours to dry. So I got some new colors yesterday, and I was testing how nice they looked, and like I wanted the right shade of yellow for like his hair, and that's been like a little difficult because sometimes the thicker it is, well, the color's more rich, but if I go thinner on some colors, it's like the right shade for his hair. Some of them are like too opaque, like this yellow. Yeah. So I've tried a bunch of different yellow combinations to see what looks the best, so I know what I need to do. I just need to have this here as like my reference so I don't forget, because the newer ones I just haven't done much with. Set that there. Okay, see the colors there? Okay, we're good. Sanguinius deserves his artwork? Yes. 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 I want to contribute more to the Sanguinius art. Like, I want to see this art in lore videos. Oh, that's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to also put... No, I'll keep that there. It's fine. Yeah, I just want to support, like, the, you know, seeing the Sanguinius art got me into Warhammer. So, you know what, if I can just provide anyone with some additional, like, I don't know. Like, if I can help influence others into, like, getting into Warhammer through Sanguinius art, look, that's an easy task. I accept it. I accept it wholeheartedly. Like, that is, it's just, if that's what I'm supposed to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, that's the black. I want the white. We're gonna do his wings first. The wings, because that one's easy. Anything he can do, I can do better. What? What? No. Sanguinius is the best. You can't do it better than him. I gotta ask for chat, what do those paints taste like? So they're paint, kind of. They smell like Elmer's glue. It's like Mod Podge. So I haven't tried eating it, but it's like real goopy. So we're gonna go far side. So all of this is gonna be white right here. Yeah. It's also gonna be interesting. The hard part is deciding how I'm gonna do the golds. So here, I'll show you what this looks like. I'll just do a line here, because yeah, I thought that might happen. They're not an acrylic paint per se, but they're definitely like glue-esque. Come on, there you go. There, that's an example. It comes out pretty quickly, so I have to be kind of careful that I don't like overdo it. Another thing with this that I'll have to do, and I'll do it quite a bit, is I have to, because this is super thick, I have to like make sure I tap out all like any bubbles or pockets of air so they don't get trapped. So, close it up. I have toothpicks here. I'm gonna spread it, make sure it gets in the corners. And I may get some on like the black parts, but it dries transparent for the most part. Certain ones just don't. I'm like that yellow. Getting these corners. Ugh, it's so hard. It's all the way over there. And I can't like turn it because I only have limited space, and the plexiglass, I need to keep it in one piece so I can put it on my PC. So I just spread it out, and then you can I don't know if you can see that. There's tiny bubbles that are starting to form. And I have my tweezers over here. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna pop them. You will still get bubbles, but just trying to minimize the amount. This has been a lot of fun. The most like tedious and arduous part is doing all of this, and I spent a lot of time. If the paint is really liquid, how did you trace the lines? So it starts out as a liquid, but it dries over the course of 24 hours. So this was all liquid when I laid it down, and then it dried. So that's how I was able to do it. Yeah, and I can always repaint, like I could actually physically go over with paint later if I wanted to. So as the bubbles pop up, I will go after them. But then another thing that they recommend you do is to like tap on the underside. They have all these like silly tools. They have all these like silly tools where they're like, oh, well, you need this special thing to tap to get the bubbles to release and go to the surface. And it's like $2, which, you know, $2 isn't a big deal. But I'm like, my hand or a pen works just fine. I have it at home. Thank you, Zactan. Yes, I'm having a very, very wonderful day. A little tired, but you know, overall, a very good day. Yeah, it's already pulled away from me. Get back over there. So there's a good chance that depending on how thick I do some of these layers, we might see some of them dry. You guys can still see that good. It's be a lot easier now that I'm like right above it. You need special tool. I have special tools at home. Fingers and my... Yeah, I'm excited to see how this turns out because I've had this done for like a week now and I've like been dying to like fill this all in. But I'm like, no, you should do this on stream. It'd be way more fun. Very different to what you normally do. And like, we can just have like a really relaxing Friday. Like if you do it on like a weekend, like that could be really nice and fun. I'm like, ah, you're right, me. You're right. Time to pop the bubbles. Yeah, too bright. If you put this on your PC's front, have something RGB behind it, different parts will get brighter and darker as it cycles through colors. Yeah, so my PC, it's really cool. I can have a bunch of different settings on it. I have mine currently on like a yellow, it's like yellow red. There's like the right way to get the colors to look nice. I have it cycling so it kind of looks like fire. So I can't wait to see what he looks like in front of it. It's gonna look just so pretty. I might change the colors after we add me into it, but I don't think it'll be like too much purple, so I might keep it. All right, I get in this corner here. See, we're already making progress. Okay, now like the parts that we could do the red. We can do all the red parts next. The parts I'm worried about is like the armor, because the armor is just, it's a little daunting, I won't lie. Oh, don't shake it. You want to roll it. Hello, welcome in. My PC's lights flickering like it's on fire would genuinely scare me, but like, it's a slow, like I turn it down to the slowest settings. It's called like Twinkler, and it's like, it's nice. It's not terrifying, I promise. I promise. The stained glass really does fit the Imperium's like Christianity thing. Yeah, the stained glass windows. It's very like, Warhammer has a lot of like Catholic vibes and origins, if that makes sense. That's not too wild to say. A lot of their stuff is like, oh, it's cathedrals, and it's got like the big religious overtones. Clean that out. So the red spots that we're gonna do are, we're gonna do light red first, which is like here, 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 and here, and on the shoulders. And then I might do this in red, because the teardrop, but I didn't like how this curved came out, but I think we'll just have to live with it. Yes, they do have a specific set of like an order of women that in the Sisters of Battle that like take care of like the stained glass art and like the relics. I think that was actually one of the questions when I was on Quizcastus, or maybe it was one of the ones I studied when. it was cool. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. That's so cool. So we're gonna do the red sections. So the red's gonna end up looking something like this. Although it looks very like pink right now, it like darkens to like a really nice tone. Ooh. And then we'll go back for these other red sections. We'll wait till this like dries down a little bit. And I'll add like a drop of black to it, like a really, really, really tiny drop. It's just to show like distinction. I might have put too much in there. Ooh. It dries down. It dries down. So it's like really like big to start off with, and then it's kind of puffy, it goes down. Oh, Alexander, thank you for your 10 months of support. Yeah, honestly, it like surprises me how like quickly like time flies. I can't believe I've been doing this for as long as I have. Like, kind of nuts when I think about it. How are we feeling? We enjoying ourselves? The music is very nice. I'm listening to it. Sometimes I don't listen to the music. Like I'm listening to it. Very nice. At least I enjoy it. Okay. So then these areas by the sword also. Just do one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Oh, Rosilky, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope your day is going well. I'm just, you know, painting my beloved, making stained glass. Can't wait to take a picture of this to show you guys once it's all dried. But like, this is gonna be my new obsession. Like, this is so much fun. Oh no, 2 subs. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Roselki. Sorry, 2 subs. My bad. I had 2 hours of sleep last night. This music is knocking me out. Good. I'm also trying not to talk as loud. I'm trying to be like calm and chill. But when have I been calm and chill? My wallet is already going, no more hobbies. How about this? If you guys think this is cool, and whenever, I don't know when mine is gonna get made, because Jay has other tasks and projects going on. But whenever mine gets made, I can release it. So if you guys want to make your own, it's pretty easy. Like I said, the hardest part is doing all the lines. But his design is overall very simple. I will at minimum release the one of me, and if you guys want to do it, we can do that. So if you guys think this is kind of cool, which I found it kind of cool, I will let you guys be able to make your own if you so desire. You're doing a great job so far. Thank you. I'm just coloring in the lines. Custodes ASMR when, honestly, I've thought about it. I have an ASMR mic and I've like tried to brainstorm ways to do it. If I was gonna do ASMR, it probably wouldn't be a stream. It would probably be separate videos. Oh guys, look, you can already tell. I mean, I can tell just the way it looks. You can already tell the color is kind of changing. So it goes down kind of pinker and it's already kind of darkening. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can see it because I'm right here. Try to have the camera as close to like real life color as possible. It's like a little off. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am about this. I've been waiting for so long. You guys don't know. You guys, I told you this is the hardest part, right? Do you know how long it took me? Let's play a game. How long did it take me to do all of this line art? Guess. Guess. Guess how long it took me. And you're gonna be like so happy I did it off screen. No, not 5 days, not a week, hours. Do it in hours, hour calculations. How many hours did I do it in? I did it over the course of 2 days at least. So, but not, I didn't do it all in one sitting because my hand was cramping something fierce. 120 hours, no. Less than 8 hours, I will say that. We'll start with that. Less than 8 hours. You guys will be a little disappointed or impressed. It just took forever. I did 2 immolator stained glass windows and both took me 5 hours, so I say 3 hours. Yeah, no, actually, Angel, you're 100% correct. It took me about 3 hours. And I'm curious, your stained glass windows, what were those? Did you actually make them out of glass? Because this is obviously not glass. Not get a lot in this little section, so small. Yeah, no, he nailed it. The current immolator tank kit. Gotcha. Yeah, this took me 3 hours, thereabout, to do all of this. I have two sizes for the, they call it leading, but it's basically like the one that sticks. Big tube. Little tube. So, yeah. Okay, so we did that. We'll wait for the red to dry before I do the darker sections, but the darker sections are gonna be there. They're like, you know, pretty easy. Now the part that like I'm terrified to do is very much 100% this is all of the yellow. There's so much gold. And I will say I do want to do something different from what Jay did here. As you can see on this picture right there, he has the pelt in like, it's like brown, but I'm gonna try to do it like the snow leopard. So I'm gonna do like white and then do patches of black. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out, but I did get to do like a bit of a pattern on the koi here. So I was able to manipulate it and swirl it around when it was still dry. Yes, you can combine the colors. So like I combined a lot of the colors here because I wanted the right shade for the armor, because I didn't want the armor just to be like one color. I just didn't feel like that would look as good. So like you can see this, let's see. So see this here. You can see that the yellows are like slightly different shades. So they're not all the same. You want to have some like depth and texture to it. So I was trying to think of ways to do that. I bought a bunch of different yellows. I also have this one that's pretty cool. This one, it's glittery. So it's this one right here. It basically is clear, but it has like gold sparkles in it. So at the end, I might, once this is all dried, I might do a top layer of like the glitter. Should be interesting at least. Oh, just the leading? Yeah, no, the leading took 3 hours. The leading took an hour and a half between, excluding taping the panes, and 5 hours total for the 2 windows, yeah. This, because you have to try to get the consistency of the bottle right to be, like, oh gosh, it's a pain, but it was worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. It's already drying really nicely. I'm very happy. Dark, terrifying. Are you doing Drukhari stained glass? No. This is sanguineous. Watch your mouth. Now the question is, I think I did them like this. I think this is light yellow. I think this is sunflower. And then I think, well, this one is that one. I think I did them like that. Okay. So the light yellow, we're gonna do first. The light yellow is the color we're gonna do Sanguinius's hair. This is like the closest I can get to it. So we're gonna do like a really light layer. We're not gonna go like crazy different in the colors on Sanguinius's hair, but it does have to be like a different shade. Yeah, the red, like you can, you guys can't appreciate, it's like getting really dark on the edges and it looks so nice. Yeah, the blonde, it's hard to get like the right shade. So we're gonna start with these really tiny sections first. It's okay if it varies in color a little bit. It just can't vary by too much. So we're gonna go really thin on these. So I can get the right color without it being too opaque. I still want it to be pretty transparent. Okay, I might need more in this square. Yeah, I just need a tiny more. I'm like just double checking to make sure I like don't royally screw this up and put the wrong color in the wrong spot. It's easy to clean up, but like inside the leading, it's a bit of a pain. Just gonna go really, really thin to get the shade we want. But I highly recommend this. This is really fun and relaxing. I don't know how exactly you do this. It's probably cheaper if you get Mod Podge, because this is the same. This Plaid is the company that makes this, and it's the same company that makes Mod Podge. So I'm sure one thing that you can do is just get Mod Podge and add color to it. I don't know what sort of color dye you would use to make it look right. But yeah. Yes, we're painting the homeboy. My homeboy, my husband, my beloved, the love of my life. It looks so nice. And what you guys will see this one will dry pretty quickly, I think. Yes, I think a pigment powder, probably like a mica powder might work. I'd have to test it, because I am curious to see how well something like that would work. But I think it could be promising. I have some mica powders that I can test it with too. You just need to make sure you can get it into like these bottles or a similar squeeze type bottle. Mod Podge isn't always very cooperative. Only use like Mod Podge like one other time, and that was when I had taken, so I'm a Harry Potter fan, for those of you who don't know. I was obsessed with it when I was younger. It's kind of changed now, like, just because, you know, you get older and your hobbies change. I'm obsessed with Warhammer now. And I got a giant letter to put in my room, and I cut up, like, strips of, like, quotes that I liked from different Harry Potter books, and I Mod Podged them onto, like, a letter to go in my room as, like, a decoration. It was really nice. So I think I've only used it for that, so I haven't tried working with it in other crafts or projects. I just know what it is somewhat capable of. And I didn't know it could do this. So it's also not a terrible smell. Like, of all the things to smell, like a little bit of this like glue thing, it's like, oh, that's not too bad actually. Yes, there is. This is what our community likes to affectionately call a skitter. Mainly because when I was ending my streams, everyone would say scatter, and then slowly it became skitter, and then they would post that little emote. And it's not Adoro anymore. I'm so happy that it's just much more chill tonight. Now, I must address the elephant in the room. Can't avoid it for much longer. I've just got to come out and say it. A lot of you have asked about Star Wars versus Warhammer 40k. and I should be honest about how I feel about the whole situation. So, here it is. I don't know if I will be continuing reacting to Star Wars versus Warhammer 40k. I say this because I'm trying to be a little bit more... It sounds weird when I say it this way, and I will provide more clarification. Creative with my content. I've always felt a little gross doing react content, even though there were things that it was good to do react content for. I just don't feel like I'm doing justice for the people that have spent the time to make them. Like, I don't always feel like I contribute enough when I'm watching something that makes it transformative enough. And while I very much love Star Wars versus Warhammer 40k, and I think the story is fascinating, I always just feel so icky afterwards doing it. Not because of the story or anything, it's just because of how I personally feel about it. So I have been hesitant to go back to it because I don't like the idea, and I don't like people's first impressions of my channel and what I do being sitting in front of a screen for 3 hours and for the most part not saying anything. So I feel really bad because I know a lot of you really like it, and I enjoy it myself, so I completely understand where you're coming from. I totally get it. I just don't know if it's something I can, in good conscience, continue. That's not to say we won't react to trailers or little clips, but just a whole series like that, oh, it just makes me feel weird. I didn't even know Star Wars versus Warhammer was a thing. Yes, so there's a guy called A Fan With Too Much Time. His whole point was like, what if these worlds were combined? And he's not focused on like, oh, who would really win and who would not. He just wants to tell an exciting and compelling story, which is like, I love that. And I find the story interesting from what I've heard so far. I highly recommend. Do we have the fan link? Can you guys link Fan's channel, please? Yeah, I would need to know more about Star Wars to be able to talk about it more, but even then, the parts of like Warhammer that I do know, because it is set in another like universe, it's a little hard to be like super into it and be like, oh yeah, this is that, and like, I just feel bad, even though I really do love the stuff. I do. I really, really do like it. So, I'm not saying we'll never go back to it, but they will probably be like fewer and farther between. Like if there's a night where it's like, man guys, I just need to chill, we need to relax, we'll watch one episode, maybe we'll do that, but I don't, especially because they're also very long. They're very long videos, and we still have a ton left over. So not only are there a lot of videos left, they've become very, very long and sometimes just unmanageable. I always enjoy your reactions, and I feel you do a good job, but of course it's your decision. So, yeah. Yeah, and there's a bunch of different things that I want to explore and I want to pursue when I have the time. It's just like right now it's just unfortunate. So, oh, this is kind of lighter. Oh, 1 second. Is that his hair, or is that just... What color is that? Is that his skin? Or is that like underside of his hair? This part right here. Is that his, is that his whole neck though? That's a thick neck. Okay, so it's gonna be whatever I make his skin color. Oh, I might not do that one today either. I was trying to find the right shade for it, and I could not find it. Because it's not pale white, but it's like a combination, and I need to find the right combination. I think it's a combination of white and amber. The middle is the Adam's apple. Oh, you right. I'm not a guy. I didn't think about it. Okay. We will do that later. Because I couldn't find the right shade and I didn't want to try to rush it. So I'll probably do this one by myself. Okay. So. Is he a Primarch? Oh, he is a Primarch. Aren't thick necks part of the deal? I mean, you're right. You're true. That's true. I was just like, oh, I can't tell if that's hair or not. Okay. So now, let's see. We've got the sword. We can do the sword later. Now it's just kind of getting into the armor. So we have two different shades that we're probably gonna work with. So one of them, and I don't know exactly how it looks. This one here, yeah, you guys can't see that very well. But I have this one, which is this is light yellow. There we go. Light yellow, which kind of gives like a really dark color. Or really like light, oh, you guys can't see it. This one. That one's kind of like a darker gold, which I think I'll do a lot of these like edges with. And then I did a combination of like, I guess we could go with like a thinner version of that. Maybe that's what we do. I'm a little torn because I did a combination of white and amber and I got this shade here, but it's already very similar to this one. So I don't think I need to go here and I can just use the light yellow, which, you know, makes sense that I combined yellow and white to make light yellow. Yeah, I could get a, do I have anything black that I could put on this? Oh, I do, 1 second. But the thing is, like, people can't see the art as much, but give me 1 second, I do have a thing. We're gonna see how good this looks, and then if it doesn't look good, we're gonna take it out. I wanted to kind of use my white base because you guys can see the lines better, and I can kind of see the lines better. This black piece isn't gonna cover everything. Oh, you can kind of see that. Kind of can see that better. Okay, it won't cover all of him. Like, I can only do it in sections. You already see which ones have dried already. Like, see, because that was really thin, so you can already see it's already... rocked. There. What do we like? Do we like the black better, or do we like it on the white surface better? I don't particularly care, but what do you guys think? What looks better for you guys? Yeah, might have to use the skitter coaster for contrast behind the colors. Yes. Everyone's favorite Primarch is Sanguinius, yes. Switch occasionally, that's so much work. A large cutting mat. All of my cutting mats are like wood. They're for food. Is that your mouse pad but upside down? No. My mouse pad looks like this. It's marble. It has like a marble pattern. This is my this is a gift I got. It is a mini holding thing. Yeah, I feel like the marble makes it stand out. At the end, I'll put it behind the black so you guys can see it. I just don't think it's like as easy to see what's going on, like in terms of colors. So I like the white surface, but so we'll start with this and we'll do like the darker sections first. So this could be interesting because I really hope I don't mess this up because, like I said before, I spent 3 hours doing all this and I really don't want to mess this up. But I wanted to do this with you guys, so, you know, the risks I take, fine. If I do it again, I know how I would do it differently. This is, so, guys, this is the second one I've made. I've only made this fish. This is the only thing I've made with the stained glass. So this is my second one. There. Okay. It is a nice fish, thank you. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's do a little planning. Let's do a little planning. Okay. I think here, this darker golden color should go to like the edge of this pauldron. And then I was thinking these darker, these bigger zigzags. Alternatively, we could do the little sunbeams, zigzags, in this color. What do we think? This is a learning experience for us all. But we're mainly gonna work with dark, darker, and then lighter. So I want opinions. I'm so used to edging a mini in a lighter color. Yeah, this is a different kind of medium. So this is, excuse me, new for me too. Aurelia is pre-heresy Emperor's children when it comes to Sanguinius. She pursues perfection for him. I mean, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? That guy's pretty cool. He's pretty great. Sunbeams are straight. Well, okay, so consider in the actual, like in art of him, he is like kind of the wavy ones. So they go like, it looks like a sun. Ugh, you guys not seen Tangled? Not seen Tangled? Tangled Sun. It's got squiggly lines. Here, I'm gonna save the image. Save. Here, I'll show you. Not seen Tangled. Look, the sun has squiggly lines. So normally his art has the squiggly sun, but because it's stained glass, we have to, it's not always around. So, squiggly. Bringing the picture back up. So. Wait, this isn't Fulgrim? Shame on you. Shame on you. Yeah, it's a halo, so it's got like sunbeams. Sunbeams. Alright. No one's really said anything. So I'm just gonna make the call. Just gonna make the call. So we'll start with these first. Go. Big thick line. Oh, that I should have thought about that before I said it, but here we are. I already said it, and that sounded a little not a good call. I should not have said it like that. I was talking about the paint. I promise I was talking about paint and not anything else. Oh boy. I need to think before I speak. This music is very relaxing. I might need to take a nap. Good. I found it and I was like, I might fall asleep. Honestly. So unfortunately this won't be like completely perfect. Unlike Sanguinius, every work of art of him is just, it cannot capture his grandeur. When this dries, it's related to like the surface tension and kind of how it dries, but it'll all shrink like a tiny bit. You kind of see with the white here, it's not really it shrinks a little bit, so it leaves some gaps. I might go in and fill them in later. Clip that. No, don't clip that. Don't clip that. Okay, I think we're gonna go darker. No, actually do darker on the little ones. I think that'll be better. First. And kind of the nice thing is, depending on how thick I do it, like, it will still, like, the colors will vary slightly. Won't be, like, exactly the same. I thought that was hair before realizing it was his... Oh, his pauldron. Yeah, no, that's not his hair. His hair is a lighter color. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pop some of the bubbles over here. I could go through and be like very particular and like tap it after every single color I lay down, but like honestly it kind of, I'm like, what's the point if I'm gonna get air bubbles anyway? Like, it's no point for me like tapping it. I'll just pop them when they appear on the mat. So if I see any, it's just like, oh, okay, got it. The pauldrons in Warhammer are big enough to house a family of 4. You're right, they are. They really, really are. Okay, so. One of the things that Jay did here, and this is like tricky because it looks like he used a couple different shades of yellow, but it's hard to tell how many he actually used, is that he did a pattern around the halo. So the lighter rays are right behind Sanguinius's head, and the darker sections are here. But they're lighter than what I think some of the other pieces would be. Yeah, it looks like 3 different shades. This is gonna be where things get interesting. Let's see, is there any other portion of his armor? Oh, I can do this piece here. That's gonna be darker too. Let's do that. Kind of like go on some of these like piece at a time and just being like, okay, what makes sense? Like, what makes like most like sense cohesively? I am really curious to see what this will all look like when it dries. Hope it doesn't look too bad. And then I think we'll do the edges. Oh good, you guys could still see that. We're gonna do the edges of his gauntlets, because that's also kind of darker. We'll just do this part right here. Right here. One second, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, it's not gonna I'm not gonna be able to sneeze. Oh, dang it. I was really hoping I could. I was like, oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready. No, it's not. Not. Okay. Yes, this is a good way to, like, chill. Thank you. I'm glad you like the music. Ooh. Let's see. Let's take a break on the yellow and let's go back and do our red sections that require just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of black. So we're gonna do. Hello. Start with this one and then we'll decide what we want to do after that. They won't all be the same. This is the black, right? Oh, I didn't roll this one. Just a tiny little drop. I don't want it to be too dark, and I've not mixed these two together, so I'm kind of risking some things here. We'll see how that turns out, I guess. I should have tried mixing this yesterday to see what it was going to look like, but I guess we'll find out. We'll wait. We'll let this dry a little bit. It looks like kind of purpley. Try to mix it a little more. But the black does come out gray, and then it goes black, so I don't know, like, if that black just, like, tainted the whole thing. I guess I should have tested it somewhere else first. If I have to clean it out later, I can get an X-Acto knife and clean it out, but we'll see where that goes. I have to go to nap time now. This music is tucking me in and reading you a bedtime story. Good, good. Go to sleep. And dream. Don't dream of Warhammer, actually. That'd be a little scary. Maybe don't do that. Have a good night. How about that? It looks like a burgundy. Yeah, we'll see how it dries, because it looks kind of purpley pink. But this is gray and this is pink, one in the bottles. But as you can see, it's already turned like a nice red. It's a very pretty red. So we'll see what it turns out. If it ends up looking really good, then we'll stick with it, but it's hard to say at the moment what the plan is gonna be. Okay. Let's see. We have some armor sections on Sanguinius that I think will be good to do. Yeah, see, this is the issue. It's like, ooh, what are these gonna look like? I have no idea. I'm flying by the seat of my pants, everyone. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is going to be our dark. I don't think we'll need orange, so I'm gonna just put the orange away. I don't think we're gonna need it. We have our dark yellow, This is light yellow, but this is gonna be our darkest color because it comes out it turns out this color when it dries. Then we're gonna do a combination, I think, of amber and white to be our medium color. And then I think our light color will be this sunflower, but a little thicker than what we did for Sanguinius's hair. I think that's got to be the strat. Get the Q-tips. Yeah, less Q-tips, more toothpicks. So here's what we'll do. We've now got to make this color. This is going to be the medium is going to for the halo. Good night, good night. Have a good night. Sleep well. So this is going to be fun. There might even be 4 colors. Okay. Just roll this one a bit. Okay, so here's what we'll do. It'll be interesting. We'll start over here. Actually, I can see it better. This. Then we're gonna fill the other half with white. And then we're gonna mix it. We're gonna see how that goes. I guess the thing is, as long as we're like mostly consistent with the colors, it might just turn out just fine. So if I just stick with like this half and half, like even if the color doesn't look like the way I wanted it to, as long as I'm consistent with like the theme, it'll be fine. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So I guess, you know what, just balls to the walls, we're just gonna do it. Just stay consistent. Because it's not like I get to see it dry anytime soon. The best idea I'll get of this is like tomorrow when I wake up. And I'll get to see it mostly dry. It needs 24 hours, but you can kind of tell what it'll look like after about like 8 to 10. Like, you can already, you guys can't really see it, but Sanguinius's hair is pretty much dried because it was so thin. Although I will say mixing the colors like this makes them really prone to bubbles. Yes, and enjoy yourself, Revan. You have a good night. The red really popped so far? Thanks. I'm glad you think so. It's looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. Enjoy yourself. Have a good evening. During 20k, the Eldar were too busy birthing a god to care about humans. Ahaha. Actually, yeah, it was, I think it was during I think it was during... I thought it was during 20k. I can't remember. I remember one of my friends said the wrong year, and I was like, no. And then I corrected them, and I was right, but now I forgot. That was like a week ago, and like now I'm like, so brain dead, I don't remember anymore. Jack, thank you so much for your 12 months of support. Looking beautiful, by the way. Thank you. I'm glad you really like this. It is turning out kind of nice so far. You know, it's all gonna be, what does it look like after it dries? That's the burning question that everyone's gonna have, because it's hard to tell right now. Yeah. Last one. At least the last one that's like this. Ooh, that was a lot. Alright, thank you for the 10 months of support. Subs for the Golden Eldar. I take it back. I take back what I said. I take back what I said. That was just mean. It's mean and rude. How dare you? How dare you call me an Eldar when I just love Sanguinius so much? Just disappointed. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I'm not a high elf either. No, I'm a human. I just have pointy ears, okay? We've talked about this. It's just mean now. You guys are just being mean to me. Just being mean. It's uncalled for. Okay. We'll do a very thin, light yellow. We'll do it every... Okay, we'll do every other, but it'll be really thin. Do that. See if that goes well. But for, you know, for reals, I actually have been interested in like wanting to get into like actual stained glass art. I think it would be really fun. It just takes a lot of time and like a ton of practice, you know, like any hobby does. But I would actually like to learn how to do all the special glass cutting, the special soldering, like all of that cool stuff. I think that would be like a really fun stream to do as well. I just think that would be fun. Imagine making a window-sized stained glass of sanguinius for your home. Who says this isn't my plan? Who says this isn't my plan? That this is just a practice for a bigger piece. I was a little... It made me laugh when I told Jay about this idea and I said, hey, can I use your art for this? Like, this is my plan. I'm not gonna sell your art. I just want to use it for this little project. He was like, yeah. Like, I asked about it first. I didn't explain the context. He's like, what is it for? I was like, oh. And I was like typing up my answer and I was like, oh, I want to put it on my PC and like da-da-da. I was like explaining like my whole rationale. And then he was like, oh, so not a sanguinius shrine? And I was like, no, not a sanguinius shrine. Thank you for playing, but definitely not. And he's like, you sure about that? And then when I went to go download the files, because I downloaded them to my other computer, and then I printed them all out. And when I went to go download them so I could have them up on the screen today, the file names, I'm not kidding. Let me read you the file names. I just noticed. Definitely not for a sanguinius shrine. Nope. In all caps. So, someone doesn't have faith in me that I'm actually planning to stick this on my PC. It's like, wow. So much faith. So much faith in me. Are PCs automatically shrines in Warhammer? Not necessarily. I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't say so. Here's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be really light. And we'll do half and half on these two. So we'll do... Actually, we'll come back. What we'll do is we'll do this, actually. Did I do this one? I did kind of roll it earlier. They do need blessings, but I wouldn't say... Oh, that was a lot over there. Okay, well, that sucks. Whatever. But I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, they're shrines in of themselves, unless you're admech. We're gonna make these really light. Well, that's gonna be interesting. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but that's like white with a tiny bit of yellow or yellow with a tiny bit of white. It is hard to tell what that is gonna look like at the end of that. Welp. It's fine. As long as it's more yellow than white, I'm okay with it, I think. Because I want it to be mostly yellow with just a little bit of white in it. I don't want it to be the same color as Sanguinius's hair. I want it to be just a tiny bit lighter. And if it is, it's not a big deal. You'll be able to tell the difference when you put the background color in. Hello, hello! Welcome in, Sheriff Pumpkin. I hope you're doing well today. We're just doing some kind of unconventional stained glass art of my favorite Warhammer character. He is the bestest, the Emperor's beloved boy. Sanguinius is the best of us all. Yeah, it might end up looking like a crown, but we'll see. There we go. Finally, I sneezed. I've been waiting. I've been dying. Oh, what do we think? What do we think, guys? We like this color? Here, I'll move it closer. We like this color? That turned out kind of nice. It did kind of come out like a dark burgundy. What do we think of that? I think that's like a... Bruh. I read that message and I was like, it's a little heretical, I won't lie. In hindsight, good thing he died. I wouldn't want to read his reaction at the current Imperium. It would break my heart. Look, man. I understand what you're trying to say here. But, like... Bruh. I think he would prefer to be living and dealing with the Imperium. Even if it broke his heart. Bro, that's a little messed up. That's a little messed up, my dude. Oh, shoot. Shoot, dang it. Wait. Napkin. Tissue, did I? Oh, good. It's good. Okay, we're okay. It's okay. Cleaning it up. Yes, happy little accidents. Yes. Okay, we fixed it. We're good. It is safe to. I've been wiping it on my hand. Yes, I have been touching it without gloves. It's probably fine as long as I don't like lick my hands, which I won't. Don't worry. Oh shoot, that's still a little wet, so don't drag your finger on that. Oh, that is a lot of black. Nope. No thanks, that was a lot of black. I didn't want that. I'd rather read about a dead but heroic and uncorruptible Sanguinius than one that may have lost hope in us. I don't know, man. I kind of would like it if he was still alive, but it's just not gonna happen. And if it does happen, I'm gonna riot. Should not come back. Even though I would like that very much. Almost done. Yeah, because my thought is even if he was alive, there's at least hope for people, and like something could be done about it, and he could help his sons, and his sons would be like reinvigorated. Because I think about that. Think about all the hope he would bring if he returned. Like, dude, that would be like insane. Like everyone would be like, oh my gosh, you're back, like I can't believe it. Like, yeah, everything would suck, but at least there's an element of like, okay, but things are looking up and things are gonna get better because you're here now, you can help us. Because I personally think he would prefer to be living to help his sons. Yeah, I don't think they should bring him back, but when someone says, no, it's better that he died so I don't have to read his heartbreaking reaction, like, in some ways, I don't think this is completely true. I feel like it's a little short-sighted. Like, you would put your feelings and how uncomfortable you would be over learning that he was disappointed in you over, like, the insane boon his presence would be for the Imperium. I don't know, man. Like, he would have a hard time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying his life would be perfect after coming back, but like, a lot of other people's lives would improve pretty dang quickly otherwise. Like like it just would have been real tough. Yeah, I don't think he should come back though. I like him, but it's just not suitable for the setting. Which is better, sanguineous, prediscovered, sanguineous? Sanguineous, prediscovered, sanguineous, or post-discovered sanguineous? You mean like before the Emperor discovered him? I want a little bit more information on what you mean by that. One True Gamer. No, I'm not saying we should bring Sanguinius back. I don't think we should. Some people were just saying, oh, I'm kind of glad he died because I would feel sad reading about how he's lost faith in humanity when he finds out that the Imperium is like so royally jacked up. Which I can, I can sympathize with that. Like, yeah, that would be very sad to read. What I was saying is if he did come back, like, it would be better if he came back in that scenario. Like, I don't agree with that statement because it's kind of like prioritizing kind of, oh, I didn't want to feel uncomfortable or sad, or like I didn't want my heart to break after hearing how upset he would be about the whole situation versus like all the good he could do. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he should come back. I don't think so. I think that is not the play. I don't think that's the way to do it. Just want to clarify. Actually, we're gonna do this in red. And do this one in red. This is definitely gonna be in red. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, well, it can't be anything else. It has to be in red. I'm a little sad because it's just a bit uneven, but whatever, man. Okay, so now looking at the art. We need light colors here. Okay, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. So this, and that. Got it. Okay. Oh, that was more than I wanted. Are we gonna steal some of this? Move it over here. What I should have done is I should have made a color map. Like, okay, for all these yellows, this is this color, and then like being like, okay, this is how many shades I need. And gone about it that way. Probably like a next time thing. If I do a bigger one, which who knows, I might, then we'll do it that way. A little more yellow. Legion of the Damned Sanguinius would be cool. That is true. There are ways he could come back where it's like, I like it more, but I still don't think he should come back. I feel like we have this conversation more and more often. It's usually when I do something Sanguinius related, I find that we have this conversation. Like, we've just had it a lot recently. Imagine Aurelia accidentally doxing herself because she adds the world's biggest stained glass window of Sanguinius to her house. Look, if I add it to my house, it's like gonna be at the back of the house. Like, I'm not putting it in like a front room. That's silly. It's a great way to get caught. You won't catch me doing that. That's why this is just going on the PC. Also, even if I did put it in front of my house, that would be like very hard to find me anyways. Like, wow, you have to have like really niche information to figure out it was me. You'd like really have to know. Okay. This one. That one. Okay. Is this the start of the good Yapton's personal shrine to Sanguinius? Thomas, were you here earlier? Were you here earlier, Thomas? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Were you here earlier? Are you making fun of me? Are you making fun of me? Oh, DinoFan, I'm so sorry. I missed your super chat earlier. You can always watch Star Wars versus Warhammer 40k on your own and recommend it to people. Yeah, I mean, I do recommend it. I do recommend it anyways. Yeah, clearly the file name says it's not for a shrine. Come on. Come on. And then this. Oh, the art is different for the arms. I did them differently because it looked kind of bad when I tried doing it. Definitely these two. And then we'll do these two. That's the plan. Yeah, that's... Oh, Berserker Rush, thank you so much for the 14 months of support. You're almost free from work? Yes. For you. And then you'll come here and then do mod work for me, right? I'm kidding, it's a Friday. You should take the time off and have fun. It's a very chill stream today. Very chill. Yeah, look, I look. If you don't have your significant other on your PC, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to fix this. This has been a problem. Like making your significant other in like character creator, like if you don't do that, like what the heck? What the heck, man? What's wrong with you? Do you even love them? I mean, do you even like them at that point? Not me going out here making the hottest character that I can. Finished chapter 10 of The Matron today. Oh, okay. I have lots of stuff to read. I will get on that. Put that on my to-do list, please. Are you worried that something on your PC is hot and it might make it overheat? No, because this is just going on the... Oh. I'm so dumb. I, like, thought you had, like, a serious concern, and then I reread it. Are you worried that putting something this hot on your PC will cause it to overheat? Well, normally that might be the case. I'm not so worried about this one. It's just going on the glass. So, it'll be fine. Yeah, he's hot, but this piece of art is so cool it cancels that. Yes, great answer. Great answer. 10 out of 10 answer. I agree. Well said. Well said. You're right. At best, it's a heretical parody. Well, that's understandable. If your wife is that attractive and like making her in games would actually like be insulting to her, it's probably better safe than sorry. So that's probably a good idea. I have a tiny concern. It'll dry down, it'll dry down, it'll dry down, it'll dry down. Telling myself that, but I'm worried. I'm looking at these. Look how dark they are, and then I'm going really light on other parts of the armor, and I'm like, oh no. What I could do is I could always do another layer, so if I don't like how the color looks, it dries down, so the color, it's not gonna be as white and dry down. Dry down. I'm getting nervous because I want this to look good. But I can always go over it with like this and do a really thin coat, and then that'll give it the color I want. Okay. Sorry, I gotta talk myself through it because I'm like, oh, this is the work in progress. Yeah, real stained glass has different levels of opaqueness. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be just fine. No need to freak out. It's just, it'll take time for the true colors to show. It looks gross now, but it'll look better later. Like, you see all the darker parts of the red like came out. Looks good. It just takes time. It looked bad at first, but it just takes time. And we have a plan for if it goes awry, we know how to fix it. So not all hope is lost. Calm down. Supposed to be soothing, relaxing, a good time for everyone, for all. You can't have a good time if you're stressed. You gotta try this eventually. It's really cool. Wouldn't it make it harder for the light to shine through? It's like, you can still see through it, it's just, it looks different. There, man, I wish I could show it to you in a way like the light is going through on the table. There you go, you kind of see it there. If you look beyond the black, you could see the light and the color. This one definitely is going to take time. It's going to look closer, I think, to like this. A little thicker and a little darker. How did you get started with this kind of project? So I saw... Yeah, so the real answer is I was on the internet and I saw this chick use this material, gallery glass, to make stained glass art for a cabinet she made. And I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. I didn't know that sort of thing existed, that you could just make like a faux stained glass. Like, that sounds really cool. Then I looked into it and I was like, oh, I kind of want to do this. This looks like fun. And so I went and did it. Yeah. So I just went to the store. I got a small pack because I wasn't sure. I got like a pack of 6 because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then I tried it, and this was my first one. And I was like, oh, this is fun. And I enjoyed doing it like during the process. And then when it dried, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I like the way this turned out. And then I was like, well, I have this sanguineous stained glass art. No. So Bowman, I had a piece of artwork done by an artist for a subathon, and in the background there was stained glass art of Sanguinius that he had made for me. It was like in the background, and I said, hey, do you have this like on a separate piece? Like, I want to use it for my PC. And he was like, yeah, sure, let me get it to you. You already paid for like the whole piece, so I'll give you this. because I told him what my plan was, and I was like, I'm not gonna sell it or anything. This is just, I want to do this for like the fun of it. So from there, I just traced it and I did everything else. So, oh, kind of cool in my opinion. We're gonna do, oh, that's a lot. Now that this is dried a little bit. I think I didn't complete a whole sentence there because I got like, oh shoot, this needs a little bit more mixing than I thought it was gonna be. Sorry about that. That said, you do get the impression that stained glass out of sanguineous would totally be something you'd have lying around. I hate to break it to you, that is not the case. I don't have it just lying around. I happen to have it and it like worked out. It worked out this time. I just had to ask nicely to have it to get it separately. But I appreciate that you think that of me. Hate to disappoint, but I need more white in that. Kind of even with the other one. More white, less orange. Yeah, this one too. Just like a tiny bit. Not like a ton of white. Just like a little bit. Oh, that was a lot more. That was a lot more. Oh well. Okay, if the color is a little. Oh, you would have thought your husband gave it to you? Well, I would say that Sanguinius isn't the kind of guy to, like, gift that sort of thing. Fulgrim, on the other hand, though, would 100% gift stained glass artwork of himself. Am I wrong? I just feel like he would. Sanguinius isn't like the vainglorious type. He's kind of got... He's a little more down to earth, and he's a little more modest than I think Fulgrim is. But Fulgrim will be like, oh, I thought... It's like when you hear like, oh my gosh, my boss got me something for Christmas, and it's like a picture of them. Or like you're in the picture, but you're like just out of the frame. That's like a Fulgrim thing to do. It's such a Fulgrim. It's like, oh, I thought it would look nice on your desk. And you're like, oh, thanks, you shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't have. No, I don't think Sanguinius would give a gift of himself with himself on it. Unless like someone specifically asked for it. And even then, I think he'd feel kind of sheepish about it. But Fulgrim would be like, he'd show you a picture of the stained glass. You'd be like, oh, what's this? And then he'd be like, oh, I'm having it installed in your house right now as we speak. You're welcome. And like, he wouldn't even ask. That's just, it would just go like that. And you'd be like, oh, now I just have stained glass art of Fulgrim in my foyer. Very nice, very cool. Exactly what I wanted, actually. If someone offered me a life-size Sanguinius statue, would I accept it? Yeah, probably. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick, man. Kinda had to be crazy to turn that sort of gift down. But I definitely get it checked out first. Make sure there's nothing sus in it, because, you know, heretics come up with very clever schemes these days. I will not get caught. I will not get got by the heretics. They won't catch me lacking. Need more white in this one. This one's a little too dark still. Just a little. Oop. So hopefully it's not dried too much. Still pretty wet. That's better. That's much better. You'd probably donate it to a local game store? No. No, I'm not sharing that. I'm not sharing a life-size Sanguinia statue if someone gifts it to me. Unless there's something wrong with it, then I would probably... It would be from an anonymous donor. But, no, I'm not getting rid of that. That's, like, so cool. I'd have it in my yard. It'd be in, like, a nice garden, a nice centerpiece. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same color here, but in between, like, these points. Again, it'll be, like, mostly white, with, like, a dash of the orange. The amber color. That's not a dash. It's a bit more than a dash there. That's more a 200 meter sprint than a dash, yeah. 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 Colors mix better when you put them right on top of each other. It's like, oh. You don't have to worry about making it even throughout because it's already distributed mostly evenly. No sprinkle bells. You should not get me that. You should not get me that. Your money is better served going elsewhere and not getting me a life-size statue of Sanguinius. I'm touched, but you should spend your money on other things like yourself. Please. That would be too much. Be too much. Although I appreciate the thought. Appreciate the thought. No, don't do it. Don't do it. And thank you, Voidstalker, for the 10 months of support. Thank you. What about life-size bust? Okay, that'd be pretty cool. But don't make it like Primarch-sized bust. That would be pretty big. That would be pretty large. Pop some bubbles here. Okay. Whew. Little stretch there. Now we'll see how that ends up turning out. I hope it turns out decent. I don't know. All right. So let's see here. Let's take a look at our lovely picture of Sanguinius. Okay. So the only thing I just don't know how these are gonna dry are these orangish white, the amber and the white mixture. I don't know how those exactly are gonna dry. So I don't know exactly how I should, you know, paint them. Oh, that's my alarm. But we'll do these next sections, which is white and that light yellow. Here, here, and here. I really should have just done the color map. That would have been really smart, but I got Disdramer Broin. Here. I'm liking how it looks so far. Thank you so much, Armored Snake. I'm glad you're liking. I'm kind of enjoying it so far too. It's hard to, you know, get a good feel of whether or not it's going well because we won't really know till it dries. But there's ways to fix it if it doesn't look quite the way I want it to. And worst case scenario, which I hope we don't get to this, I could just do a new one. But that brings me sadness. I would like to not do that if I can avoid it. But, you know, if I have to, it is what it is. The idea of redoing it does not spark joy. No, it doesn't. It took 3 hours to do all these lines. I mean, I could do it differently. I would do it differently, and I do it better the second time around, you know, but just, ooh. Ugh. I would have immense sadness. Like, when I was doing it, I was like, I'm so glad I'm not streaming this. This is, like, this is so painful. Like, oh my gosh. Hello, hello, welcome in. Alright everyone, we need to start a GoFundMe to pay for Aurelia's Primarch-sized Sanguine statue. No, Crafty Gamer, don't do that. That's a bad idea, don't do that. But thank you for the super chat. Don't do that. Stained Emperor, no, it's not the Emperor, it's Sanguinius. It's Sanguinius, my dude. Mm. All right. Let's see. Have I done all the areas in... Okay, there's some light areas on the sword that we can do. Okay. We'll do those next then. I definitely have to make that smaller because you guys can't see it otherwise. It's Sanguinius, my dude. Yes. Yes, I did just say that. I did say it and it was a little goofy. I won't lie. You're the only one, corpse puppeteer, that thinks it's sus. Unless anyone else thinks it's sus. I wasn't thinking about it, so... It's not my fault if you think that way. If your brain has that thought. You got the Joy Toy Sanguinius? Yeah. based. I got mine. I love mine. I got a t-shirt with mine. Took longer to get to me, but it's worth it. I wear it when I stream. I didn't wear it today, but I do wear it when I stream. Then this piece here. I need a little more in this. How's everyone doing? Are we relaxing? Are we chilling? Very chill night. Will we paint our minis or do stained glass art? Want to check in and see how it's all going for everyone. Chilling like a villain? No heresy here. That's not allowed. Illegal. Petting a cat? Yes. That sounds nice. Sounds very soothing. So this is what we have so far. Not too bad. You can see parts of it are drying. So you see there's parts that are transparent here. Yeah, when I lift it up you can see it. Yeah, this should prove to be a interesting piece. Let's see. Okay, what's next? We need to do the rest of his pauldrons, which I think will be in this orange-white. Yeah. Hair? What do you mean hair? We already did his hair. We did his hair. I said villain, not treasonous heretic. Well, in this story, the villains are heretics. So oh, you're talking to Murphy. Okay, got it. Okay. Using more white than I was expecting to use, but I think it'll look cool. It'll at least like be cohesive and I'm being like consistent with like the colors. So even if it looks a little gross, it'll like have, it'll be deep. At least it'll be consistent. I went on a Warhammer Fantasy video binge and now know how inferior the Emperor is to Karl Franz. Oh yeah, I've heard that a lot. That he is just so cool and much better than the Emperor of Mankind could ever be. Sounds a little bit like heresy to me, but I think it's, from what I've heard, I think it's pretty obvious who's the better one. I need to look into it. I've heard he's pretty cool, dude. I'm on the 12-hour mark of painting Tyrannus today. Wow, man. Good for you. That is like something you wanted to do, right? That is like something you're excited about, right? I'm not just like, wow, good for you, man. And you're like, I'm dying, please save me. Save me from this torture. This prison that is my own mind. You actually did want to do that, right? If he's so good, why not have them switch places for a week? Fair point, fair point. How would Karl Franz hold up? I think what they're saying is that he's a better leader. Not necessarily more powerful, but a better leader than the Emperor is. Which, I don't think you have to try too hard to be a better leader than the Emperor sometimes. He makes the classic errors that a guy of his intelligence should not make. That's just my opinion. Don't tell my boss I said that, okay? Don't tell him I said that. He'll be kind of upset. There's no way the Emperor would ever make a mistake. Yeah, no, he never, ever made a mistake. Not even once. For sure, yeah, you're totally right, man. Totally right. Were you thinking about... Wait, were you looking at these? They did look like eggs. I was sitting there thinking about it. No. I was sitting there, I was like, it kind of look like eggs. They look kind of yummy. I totally was thinking that. I just hadn't said anything. I was like, well, those look kind of good, though. Look kind of good. Kind of tasty. Let's see. We gotta go... Oh, it was different. Oh, shoot. This is not symmetrical. I just realized between the two pauldrons, it was a little different. That's okay. Not a big deal. No one's really gonna notice. Except me. I will be bothered by it. So a lot of the details in the collar are next. Okay. Pardon? Oh, there we go. I was like, why isn't it working? Wrong hotkey. We were all thinking the same thing. Yep. So all of these are going to be like the same color, pretty much. Hope I don't run out of white. That would be bad. I'd definitely have to finish this by myself or later. I'm like, oh shoot. Don't want to run out. Way too much in this one. fine. No big deal. Is the background gonna be all red like in the reference? Yeah, I don't think so. I haven't decided. What I'm thinking is that I'll do gold here. And then, so this outside area and maybe parts of this in golds. Not 100% sure. I think golds. And then in like a lighter red. So it's not gonna be like this blood red color, but I'll do red and white so it's not like so vibrant of a red. Or like, this is the red when I was trying different shades. Like it's kind of like here, I kind of go in the middle. Ah, thank you, Nova. Tell your daughter good night. She likes watching my painting streams. Well, I hope that she goes to bed. I hope that she goes to bed and doesn't give you any trouble. I'm glad she likes it. That makes me happy. This is a very unorthodox painting stream. That's for sure. You go ham, make a full smooth gradient from top to bottom. Oh, that could be cool. That would be cool. I have to figure out what exact colors I'd want. Oh, that was a lot of orange. All of those are going to be very orange compared to their neighbors. Okay, that's not as bad. This one will. It might be unorthodox for a typical art stream, but stained glass painting is extremely orthodox for a Warhammer art stream. Correct. You're right. 100%. What am I saying? This is like as it should be. You have it no other way. Like this is how it should be done. Here, we're gonna do it's gold and yellow for the handle, and then these two sections of the it was the right color, right? Yeah, it dries darker. I was like thrown off. I was like, that's not the same, huh? And then we're gonna do this. The Blood Angels will weep, yet love the stained glass. So thank you, thank you. I think it's really nice. I give credit to Jay who did, like, this art. So, like, that is, like, a huge deal, because I cannot draw. Not. So, absolutely very appreciative to the people who can. And then let me steal some of their, well, with permission, use it for fun personal projects like this. Yeah, maybe what we'll just do today is that we'll do all of Sanguinius, with the exception of, like, his face. But after that, we'll go do, like, we'll leave the window behind it, and whenever I get my other art, like the stained glass of me made, then we can decide what color should go there. Because a gradient would look really cool. But it would be nice if I did it like consistent to like tie into like the other half. That's why I wanna maybe wait a little bit. I need a little bit. I was just thinking about it. I wonder if Nova's kid is my youngest fan. Maybe it's presumptuous of me to call her a fan. Just thinking about it. I've also heard very cute stories about dads watching VTubers when it's like super late and their kids are like really tiny. They're trying to put them to sleep. I've heard that, and I think that's pretty cute. I just wonder, I'm like, oh, is that child there my youngest fan? Never thought about it before. Maybe someone will do that now that you have this music. Yeah, the other one's like, yeah, let's go. Maybe I'll commission someone to make like a nice lo-fi for me, so whenever I want to like switch it up, I could have a very like chill background music, as opposed to my other one that is like very much like, yeah, let's go, baby, it's awesome. Like, yeah. I don't know who I'd talk to about that. I heard my name. I was saying Nova. I was wondering if your daughter was like my youngest fan. Never really thought about it. Most of my fans, I don't think, have kids. And for you to have one that watches me, I was just like, oh, well, I wonder. So that's what I was talking about. Yeah, no, I'd have to look into it. I did, my normal background music, I got a commission. I got done. So, not like I haven't done that thing before, it's just not specifically like a lo-fi. But something that still feels like Warhammer, but it's not like so intense. Shirley watches you when I have you on, but she saw your model and liked it, so that's so cute, though. That's so cute. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why I like to be, like, family-friendly, and I'm not, like, you know, a little intense. Like, yeah, Warhammer does have, like, adult topics, because Warhammer, but, you know, I don't really try to go beyond that, because, like, there's no need to. Don't like to get into the sus topics too much. I say we won't talk about things on occasion, but that's just not my preference. And guess what? You know, now I have little fans, and I like that. Or viewers. Maybe fans is too strong a word. Didn't they try to make a kid-friendly comic for Warhammer? They did. I think they have, like, a book. They have at least one book that they did. I don't know how successful it was, but it's definitely marketed towards the parents that are into Warhammer and are like, oh man, it's a kid's version of this, and it's, you know, just like a cute little story. Pretty sure there's no genocide in those books, so... It's a bit watered down, I would assume. She only knows of Warhammer because of me. She isn't ready for that rabbit hole. No. 10 is maybe a little too young. I can see 12. There's a lot of stuff in it. If you do it piecemeal. First Frogster and now Nova's child. You guys think Froggy was my youngest? What do you mean? I'm confused. Okay, we gotta do... Yeah, I didn't... Ooh. My bad. Didn't do up here, down there. But not this. All of them? Yes. Oh shoot, that is the wrong color. Shoot. 1 second. That is definitely not, those are not the colors I want. Okay, well. This can be fixed. A lot of the other ones are dry around it, so that's a good thing. Did the complete wrong color. This needed to be the amber and the white, not the... 1 second. Exodites, I feel like, would be a cool thing for kid skin too, like elves and dinosaurs, like very much a big mashup there. Okay, that's fine. Whoops, okay. Put that over there. Let's get the amber. All right. Just vibing today. It is kind of nice to feel a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna need you guys' opinion here in a moment. I'm trying to figure out what to do with his hands, because they're all the same color as you can see in this picture here, but I'm wondering if I should do it a little different instead of making it one solid like color. I want you guys' opinion. Should I do something like I did up here? Oh, look at that, guys. Oh, you can really, oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, you can see it's already like these pieces right here. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm wondering for the hands, they're all the same color. Like this whole section. Yeah, it shines. Like, dude, this stuff is like kind of crazy how cool it looks. Like, oh man, oh, it's gonna look so good. I'm really excited. I was really nervous about the amber and the white mixing, but like now that it's drying, it's like, it's like just the right amount of like contrast where it's like a little orange but like not too orange. Oh, okay. But what color should we do for this? Oh, this part here is part of his, part of the sword. So we have to do this. That was a little too much, but this tiny little section right here is part of the hilt. I'd like a darker shade of yellow for the hands if there's any variation. All the way to a brown for the actual gloves. But, like, there's no gloves. Those are, like, gauntlets. So it's, like, all gold. Cause, like, I could do this, like, I could do the fingers in this dark gold. The hilt is also gonna be gold, and the sword piece here is gonna be in this gold. I guess what I could do, because I want the sword to pop, and the hands should pop a little bit more. They shouldn't be as colored as these are. Maybe slightly darker. Yeah, I guess we gotta go with the darker shade. So we can lean on this. Yes, some solid progress. We're like mostly done. This is the sword. There's like a couple yellow pieces down here. The sash is gonna be fun because we're gonna actually do some like, I'm gonna try to do like a jaguar-esque kind of pattern in here. Kind of getting hung up on the hands. I do like how these turned out though. Okay. So should I go with this yellow here? These two? Should I go here and just do all the hands like that? Maybe what I do is I do get out the gauntlets. What if I did this gold, and then this and this orangish one here, and that and the orangish one here, and then I did the fingers that color. Whatever yellow you've used the least, but it's like, do I do the whole hand that way though? Because here's what I'm thinking. We break it up so like the knuckles, and then this part of the thumb here and here are darker, including this, and then we use this orangish one. It looks orange now, but it's not. And then we do this on the fingers, this hand part here and this hand part there. And I feel like that would break it up nicely. Okay, I think that's the plan. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so this. Because the sword hilt is darker, we just gotta avoid that. Everything else, I think. Yeah. Eerie. I love this. It's just like a paint by numbers at this point. Except I also get to make up where the numbers are. So maybe it's just regular art. Yes. See you in a bit. A lot of white. Enjoy your eggs. Egg. Yeah, I think this is the way. Excellent use of color. Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. Excellent. Hardest part here is actually like just trying to be consistent with like the same like shades. Like, oh, okay, I want these to be like the same. Like that, see, like that. Like I like, oh, that was just a lot that came out just now. Nice part is that most of this just dries clear, so even if it gets on the black, it just kind of not a big deal. Although that is a lot of stuff. Great, but glop of that out. Maybe make one large batch of paint and transfer to sections. Well, the only thing is, like, if I next time I will probably do something like that. It's just right now, like, I only have limited time, because even though it takes 24 hours for it to like completely set, it does like begin to like become unworkable pretty quickly, which would prove to make this a little bit more like challenging. Fingers did not turn out exactly as I wanted. They got messy really fast. That's okay. Did she mention where she got this from? Oh, yes, sorry. This is from a piece of art that I had made for a giveaway. Not a giveaway, but for like a subathon goal. So, it only exists as Sanguinius. This isn't mine. This is J Flair made it for me. I paid him, and then I said, hey, it's part of a larger picture. And I said, hey, I want to make something for like myself for fun. Like, would you be willing to like, can I just get the stained glass part? And he said, yeah. He gave it to me. Is this a stained glass of the guy Horus killed? Horus killed a lot of people, but yes, you would be correct. Technically. Technically. I don't appreciate how you said that. Look at that. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good by the end of this. Let's see. Oh wait, I should do. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see here. Aurelia, please, what paint thing is this and where can you make stained glass? Okay, so this is called gallery glass. That's a glitter one. Let me get a bottle. There you go. It's probably Mod Podge. That has like colored. So I got it at the craft store. And this is a piece of plastic that I bought at the same craft store. And basically, I just put a piece of paper behind it. I traced the shape that I wanted. They have a special one, so you can't just buy this because it's really liquidy. They have this, which gives you like the lines that you're looking for. You trace it with this, and then you fill it in with the color. So I got this at the craft store. In the United States, you should probably be able to find it. I cannot speak for other places around the world. I just do not know. Let's see here. Look at his pants. Don't mind me just looking at Sanguinius's pants here. Nothing to worry about. I've done this before a million times. What is this brown? Is that like supposed to be leather? I might do my own thing there. Yeah, I might do something different. Because I don't know if I want to do the brown. Okay. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna do a red belt. Yeah, red belt. Ooh, it's looking so pretty. What we'll do here, look, so we want the, let's It's a light, so we'll do the lightish orange here. Trying to figure out how to make it look nice without making it look stupid is the conundrum. Oh, did I not do that right? Oh, okay, see, I need to add a line. So right here, there's supposed to be a line because his sash goes down farther. So I'm not gonna pull out the thick one, but I'm just gonna use the thin one. Like double it up. So I'm not gonna do this section because the line needs to dry. This one also takes like 24 hours. Fix that. And then I can trim it up with an X-Acto knife if I didn't like it. Look at that. You can't really tell. Up close, you could absolutely tell. But from your distance, it's kind of hard to tell that I just put that line there. Looks awesome. Would be fun to do with my nieces and nephews. Yeah, make sure they just don't put things in their mouth. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I would be concerned about. Because I don't know if... I don't think you should consume these. Would not recommend. And you know how children are. Well, that's not what I wanted. Oh, come on. What color do you guys think I should do this sword? Do you think I should try to make it like grayish or silver? What do you guys think? Because on here it looks kind of white. I'm not opposed to doing it in white. Do you think the white would be good for just like the composition in general? Because, yeah. It's the same color as the wings. So I'm thinking I could probably get away with it if I really wanted to. Maybe white. I think silver. Yeah, I would have to do a gray. I don't have a silver. That's what I'd have to like lean towards. Silver would stand out, but transparency. Yeah, they do have a silver, and I thought about getting it, but it, like, turns opaque. They also have a gold, like, one that's just straight up gold. I was like, oh, that looks so cool, but it was going to be really opaque, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know if that's the vibe. And maybe I'm wrong. You know what I thought about? Oh. I have have a really good idea. Oh, I have a really good idea. Actually, I'm gonna try something. I'm not gonna tell you guys what the idea is. I will tell it to you later if it works. I have such a good idea. Am I gonna finish the whole thing tonight? No. I think we're just gonna do Sanguinius. But we're gonna probably leave the window panes. So the window panes unfinished because of I want to have an Aurelia one right next to it, and I want to make sure like the colors look good together. But I don't have the Aurelia art yet. That may take some time. So I don't want to do this part just yet until later. I think that's the thought. Yeah, but I think we'll finish this up in like no more than 30 minutes. I think we'll finish it up in like less than 30 minutes. Gray looks better when applying light. Okay, then we'll go with gray. We'll go like a really light gray. We can always go darker later. A line stained glass would look dope with all the green. Oh, it really would. And like you get the gold to really pop. Honestly, a lot of the Primarchs would look good in this style. Like, it's already turning out nice. And like some of it looks patchy because of like the way it dries. But like, I think it's going to turn out really cool. Maybe it was a little wrong to go with this yellow, but it doesn't look terrible. At least not yet. We'll see how bad it looks here in a minute. Well, not really a minute, but later. I recommend if you do this, always like check the colors to make sure you know like they're gonna be what you like, because although I am nervous about it, like I already did like a color check on this. I'm like, oh, I have an idea of what it's gonna look like, so I'm like less concerned about it, even though, you know, you might think otherwise based on how I've been acting. but I'm at least like, oh, it's gonna be okay, because I checked the colors and it's what I was expecting. A glass painting of all the loyal Primarchs. That would be really cool. I would probably prefer it's done by, like, the same artist. Or, like, similar art style. But, you know, I can't speak for him when it comes to, like, doing all of these cool pieces. But you should definitely give Jay some love in the server. Can we drop Jay's link again, please? If you really like the way this looks. So I like Jay a lot. Thank you for Too Bright. So let him know you like it. I'll post this. I'll post it right after so people could see what it looks like, and then I'll just tag him. And then when it's all dried up, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Oh, stained glass art of the loyalist Luda wolves. I mean, most of them died on Istvan, but if you're talking about the one and only Loken, yes. Stained glass art of Loken would be cool. Like Loken. He's the homie. He's also the most terrifying demon. So there's that. Big sad. I was screaming. So pissed. I was so pissed off when that got revealed, and I was angry. I wanted to punch something. I was actually like, I was at home. I was yelling. I was straight up. I was like, no! I was pretty upset. I was not happy. Yeah, Jay's art is really good. Tell Jay that. Oh. I found a really cool Imperial Fist successor chapter called The Emperor's Havoc that specialized in urban combat. I love their color scheme, gray and dark red. Ooh, that sounds really cool. Okay. A little more yellow than I want there, but it's fine. Time to pop some bubbles on that one. How about the Sons of the Phoenix? They're very suspicious, but we're not gonna question it. They're loyal. We won't question it. Don't think about it too much, okay? Think about it too much, you might be a heretic, so you know, just don't think about it. That's my recommendation. We're almost done with Sanguinius. A second, we'll do his sword. Then we'll do his cloak, leopard skin. And I'll figure out what to do for his face. I'm gonna need to do some testing here. Ooh, looking good. Okay. Now, we could probably get away with doing these. This one, yellow one. I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, okay, Aurelia, don't like put too much orange down. I just cleaned the nozzle, like it's gonna come out kind of fast, and I did not listen. I did not listen. No, sir. Alright, time for the sword. I really want to know what chapter has Sons of Horus or Luna Wolf's Gene Seed. I don't know. I mean, I understand Call might have been like a little creative about some things, but like I feel like even then it's like that's kind of dubious whether or not that's actually like a good idea. I think he might even have pause over something like that. Okay, now we'll see how well this goes. I don't want it to be too thick. We can always add more. Oh, that's the leading. I don't want that. I want the regular black. Alright, let's see how that goes. We're not gonna do silver, but the best we could do is this gray. Okay, if I can make this ombre look like on the other side, I might do that. That looks kind of cool. I don't know how well you guys could see that, but that ended up turning really cool. I hope I could do that over here. That would be really sick. I had a little bit more black over here. Yeah, definitely sanguineous in the end of the death. It just seems like it was really sad because it ended up being like, yeah, he just got beat like a dog. Like it was so bad. Like it was not even like a question. It wasn't even like a good fight. It was like, oh man. No, it kind of sucked. Yeah, I am locked in, sorry. Pretty locked in. I want my PC to be super dripped out. last thing that we're gonna do. Okay. Now we'll see if I can manage this without like messing it up. I messed it up a little, but that's fine. We need to get this up. Read it now. Thank you, Annan. Or Anon, however you want to say it. I hope you have a good night, and thank you. I'm glad you think it looks good. I'm quite happy with the progress myself. Yeah, honestly, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, so now we'll put these back on, and then we will do one last piece for Sanguinius. I think I got everything else except his face. So, does not go. Maybe it goes on a different one. Oh, you get that one. Oh, you're fancy. So, what we'll do now, I'm gonna pull up a picture of his leopard pelt. Snow leopard. Okay. The snow leopard. And we're gonna look at it and we're gonna make it. Is the plan. Yeah, I think the sword will be interesting. I'm not 100% sure on it yet, but at minimum, it will be interesting. So we'll do for the snow leopard, we're not gonna go crazy. Like, I'm not gonna do all this shading, but we're gonna do kind of what I did for this fish here. Fish. I did like specks of red and orange, and I slid them around in the white. So we're gonna load this up with white, and then we are going to get, I'm gonna have black in like a little pile over here, and I'm gonna get a toothpick and like just make little leopardy look here. Fish. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the use of the blend. That is about to explode on me. Let's not do that. Okay. Not do that. It's illegal. Illegal to attack a custodian of the Emperor. One moment. Concern? What's happening? I have to come at it from the other side? Hello? Oh, there's a big clot in it. Look at that. Big clot. Like, why isn't anything coming out? Yeah, we got that. You feel better, buddy? That was quite... Oh! Oh no! Ha! 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 It's fine. We're good. So keep in mind that for this white part right here, it's gonna look like there's a lot of white, but as long as this like top layer, I have a little bit of like the black in it, it should show through. So I'm gonna kind of put it on really thick. But it'll go down like the koi did. I had a lot of white on the koi, and I was really worried when I first did. I was like, oh shoot, maybe I put too much. You can kind of be very generous. Okay. I think I filled it in, and now it is time. Oh, I just stuck my fingers in that. Ooh. Oh! Ooh. Hi, first time chatter and first time stream. Found your channel through TGS and loved it. So many laughs. Enjoyable moments. Wish you a great time. I'm too nervous and will lurk again. It's okay, you can lurk as much as you'd like. I'm happy to have you here. We're just doing some, like, stained glass stuff, just kind of for the fun of it. So don't worry, you can lurk as much as you'd like. Here, that's a little... But yeah, good to have you here. I hope you enjoy your time, and I'm glad you enjoyed some of my other videos. This is what I normally do. I just hang out and do Warhammer-y things. Sometimes unorthodox Warhammer-y things, but someone will say, this is very Warhammer, doing stained glass. Okay, so over here I have my pile of black, and it looks like gray, but I promise it'll turn out to be black. And we're gonna try to imitate what a leopard print would look like. We will see how it goes. Kind of like little circles that we're gonna do. Do these ones off the edge here. Doesn't matter if they're not. I get a little bit. Good. I should do these down here because I said this one. Trying not to get too excited, but I'm really excited about how this is looking. I'm doing well, Lightning Jade. How are you doing? I hope you're doing alright. Just making some stained glass art. Oh, thank you, Red Wolf. I am really enjoying myself, and I'm a little too excited about how these, like, this leopard print is turning out. Like, I know I'm already, like, I only got, like, a couple of them. But, like, I'm already a little too excited. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so cool. Camouflagey. I love Sanguini's armor, but I might like Rogo's more. That's fair. They're both very gold and pretty. Which, always confused me because they always said like, oh, only Dorn wears the gold because he's the Praetorian. So I'm like, well, Sanguinius wears gold armor. I don't know if I understand that. Like, I don't know. Can someone explain that to me? Because I've always thought that was confusing, and I never heard a rationale. Because in all the art you see of Sanguinius, he has got gold armor. So I'm like, I don't know what to think. Thank you! Thank you, Surfagoth. I appreciate it. Very happy with how it's going. And I just hope it turns out when this all dries. Really, I can't draw a spot on leopard print texture. I will say I have a little bit of experience because I did a Sanguinius mini. But patterns are different from like actual like drawing a thing. Like if you said, hey Aurelia, can you like draw a version of yourself like this stained glass, but like you, I'd be like, I'd be hard pressed. Oh, Dorn's armor is auramite, while Sanguinius is just gold. Oh, okay, that would make some sense. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, that was a big glob that almost fell. Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Oh, had a bit of a heart attack there, guys. I've almost just passed out on stream. Oh my gosh. Not that we couldn't have fixed it, but not been very fun. I suck at proportions and anatomy. It doesn't mean I can't draw. Well, that's true. I guess it depends on what you want to draw. Generally, my artistic drawing skills in that regard are like pretty low. Which I'm not like ashamed of it. That's just how it is. I have made attempts to learn, but I've just been sidetracked with other things. That is what it is. It's fine. Yeah, but I wouldn't say there's like, oh, I'm really good at drawing landscapes, because yeah, no, you could still draw. It's just that's just a different thing to draw. I just don't have anything where I'm like, yes, I can in confidence draw this. Like, dude, that looks so okay. It looks okay here, but on the camera, that looks like awesome. It looks so cool on the camera. I'm dead serious. Like I am impressed with myself because I did not think I could manage this as nice as it looks. Holy freaking cow. I'm awesome. What the heck? I surprise myself sometimes and dang, okay. What the heck, dude? That's so nuts. It's not auramite, it's the same auric adamantium alloy as the Emperor's own warp plate. Oh, it's a second set of the Emperor's armor. Thank you for investigating that. Because when they said they wore gold, I was like, but like other people wear gold. Like, make it make sense. No, okay. Now it makes sense. I get it now. I get it now. Thank you so much for looking into that. Penumbra Skeletor. Man, I just hope this dries pretty. I'm just, oh man. Sorry, we're gonna take a picture of it before. But like, man, I hope that dries really nice. Light down. Oh my gosh, I'm hot stuff. What is this? I did not think I could pull this off and for it to look so good. Oh my gosh, what is this? Who am I? This is not Aurelia behind the camera. Who is this person? Who is this person? I want to be her. Thank you, Untitleite. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Look at that. I'm so excited. I can't believe how like awesome that looks. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna move everything away because I'm so worried I'm just gonna like do something to like destroy it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you. I'm so happy with how this leopard print turned out. Oh my gosh. I got the, yeah, did I switch with Froggy? No, I think she has bigger hands than me. I think we took measurements, not together, of course, but like, I think she has bigger hands than me. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna have to figure something out for his face. I'll do his face on my own, but oh, I'm so excited. That looks amazing. I'm stunned. There's no way. Like, I'm looking at it here, and I'm like, oh wow, it looks nice. And then I look at it on like my OBS, and I'm like, oh my gosh. What? Okay, but this is like a good time to like end it. This, guys, has been such a chill stream. Yes, I was channeling my inner blood angel. I guess you could say that I pretty much was. It was such a chill stream. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I'm so glad we saved this part for last. I just am praying it like looks as good as it does now. So I'm gonna take a picture when I get off stream. I'm gonna post it and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Because you already see parts of it are already drying and or like dried, but in even 12 hours it'll look a lot better. So yeah, oh, I'm so excited. Guys, tomorrow, oh wait, there's one section left, hang on. One moment. One moment. We have one more little guy. I forgot about it. Get him really fast. But tomorrow, I will say, while I'm doing this, we have more tabletop. And this time, I promise we're actually gonna play the crazy tabletop game that Wasted Space put together back around Froggy's birthday. So we're finally gonna play it. And it's gonna it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so much fun. Someone told me this was 40k pancake art. I would also believe them. Okay, that would be so cool. Pancake art, dude. Big pancake. Big pancake. Yes. So we will be doing tabletop tomorrow. starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's gonna go a while because it's gonna be a long and chaotic game, but it should be, excuse me, it should be a lot of fun. And Too Bright, thank you so much for your 14 months of support, man. Thank you. Oh. You guys have no idea how happy I am. Alright, no raid out tonight. Just a chill night. Enjoy yourselves, everyone, please. No. Don't flip it over. Make me so sad. It made me very sad. Anyways, everyone. Have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow in... Wait. Yes, 13 hours. I'll see you in 13 hours for some tabletop fun. And make sure you do your leg day, okay? I will send pictures. Join the Discord if you want to see what this looks like, because I'm probably not going to do another stream, but I will send pictures in the Discord for you guys to see. It'll probably be in the Aurelia art channel, which will be hilarious. Hey, Le Gruyere. I don't know how to say it, but I think that means cheese based on your profile picture on YouTube. Good to see you. Good to see you on Twitch. But join that if you want to see how this ends up turning out tomorrow. So, have a good night. And, yeah, have a good sleep. Bye!